API too. I like to practice outdoor activities. I think that it is good to spend less time in front of the computer because my field demands that I stay connected all the time, and I try to go out to refresh my mind. So that's it.
Perfectly. And you, Esdras, introduce yourself, please, and share a bit about your profession or area of expertise.
My name is Esdras. I am 42 years old. I am graduating in analysis and development system. And I graduated in 2019 in UNIP. In my last job, I work as a front-end developer with Angular. But sometimes I need to do something using backend with C# and some APIs. My expertise today is front end with Angular 10 mais.
Perfectly. And you, Sonia, introduce yourself, please, and talk about your profession.
Okay, I am Sonia Fanego. I am from Paraguay. I live in Asunción, Paraguay. I am married. My husband is from Brazil. He's from São Paulo, but he lives here in Paraguay for many years ago, almost 30 years, I think. And we don't have children. We have two pets, two beagles, Polo and Flash. They are our children. I am psychologist. I am psychotherapist. My expertise area is prevention of domestic violence and treatment to victims or survivors from domestic violence. It's a very, very hard work, but I like. I try to help the people who need help very, very much.
You have my respects.
Thank you.
People, Ricardo enters now. We need, in general, we need split in breakout rooms because we have 7 students. But we already started, so I will try talk less. I will talk less, but you talk more. Okay? We go ahead with 7 students.
Okay, don't worry.
Thank you. Leticia, introduce yourself, please, and talk about your professional area.
Okay, my name is Leticia. I'm living in Porto Alegre. I work as a software developer, and my focus is a backend developer with Java and the Spring Framework and the other technologies involved this. And I worked for 11 years as a constant company, and sometimes I'm working different projects and different expertises, but just only a backend developer. And that's it.
And you, Shanderson, Talk about you, introduce yourself, talk about your profession.
Well, I'm Chandler, so I'm 24 years old and I'm IT man. So like you guys.
Now you are a robot.
And
Your connection are unstable.
my folks is sorry. I think my internet is so bad. Could you hear me well or not?
I think so. Talk,
Well,
please.
I think it's my internet's so bad, but I'm work with cybersecurity and I'm Chandler, so I'm 24 years old. That's all about me.
Thank you. Ricardo, welcome. Introduce yourself, please, and share a bit about your profession and your expertise area. I will send the question for you, okay? I will send in the chat. But
Okay.
introduce yourself and talk about your professional area.
Okay. Hello, guys. Nice to meet everybody. My name is Ricardo. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Bahia, Salvador. I work as an intern of the one tree solutions enterprise that work with cybersecurity and also management database. So that's my focus area right now. I'm an intern, so I do a bit of everything, but not so deep. For me, right now, technology is my focus is cybersecurity. I'm doing a few courses in Cisco, trying to do bootcamp with Dio, is the enterprise in Brazil that just launched a new course with Santander and just launched the results for everybody that want to participate. I occasionally win one of the bigs, I would say. So yeah, as I start will be that way in the technology area, IT.
So good, so good. Welcome. People, my name is Sabrina. I'm host in TNT since August the last year. This is my last session on TNT, like as a host. Uh, I'm need focus in my health, so this is my last session. But this is a good session with so many people, and I'm 35 years old. I'm living in Magé, Rio de Janeiro. I'm working in these days like a software developer. I'm specialized in C#. I work in general with APIs. I'm a lawyer too, but I'm not working like a lawyer. I need to pay my bills, and like a lawyer, I not pay my bills. So this is who I am. Well, I will choose one people to start. I will make the question two. People answer the question and choose the other people to answer the same question, okay? Well, as does, how do you prioritize maintaining a balance between your physical health, mental health, and your professional life?
Well, today I'm hating desempregado, é isso?
I don't know.
Clarity.
Hiring. Yes.
Yeah.
Unemployed.
Unemployed.
Unemployed. Yes.
Yeah.
But when I work in my last job, I try I practice some exercise, physical exercise in the weekend. I try turn off the computer, and I try not think about about the job. But in our area, it's not possible stop learning. I think I try stay with my family. I am married, and so I have 2 kids. I try pass a moment with her. Yes.
Perfectly. Choose other people and make the question for other people, please.
Letícia,
Okay.
Letícia, help me.
No problem. Okay. How I prioritize maintain balance between my physical health, mental health, and professional life. Oh my God, it's a hard part. When I was work as a technology, it's a hard part. I don't know if there are other areas because I didn't work in there before, but I think I've 1 year. I started to see this 1 year ago. Okay, when I decided to break my career and focus on my life, my health, and mental health, because before that I was living a not working life balance, just work life, and uh, I sometimes no. Before that, I remember when I was working at a constant company, and before the constant company, I make rules with some clients. For example, don't call me after 6 o'clock, and I divided my space and the workspace because, well, sometimes it was crazy, and it's hard when you separate this, but it's so important, and prioritize by myself at the moment. It's more focus at the moment, because I'm not working, and I don't know how to explain this, because before that I don't see this. I just see my work and my improve my skills, and not see my body, my health, my mental, and that's it.
Choose the other people, Letícia, please.
Shanderson.
Well, could you hear me now? Or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Well, it's a good point, because health and mental health, it's difficult today, because when you work with technology, it's so hard, because you need to always study, because technology emergent, I don't know como fala emergente, but coming, it's coming, technology new, it's coming, it's so hard. You need to know all about this, so it's big difficult. But in my day, I have schedule, so the first moment when I wake up, I need to be careful with my body. So I need to go to the gym. The first thing when I wake up, I need to go to the gym and come back, make a, how can I say, meditation, I think. It's
Meditation, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little meditation and start my day. So I focus on work until the lunch. So I'm breaking and I study more. So that's a good point. And I'm back to work and working till 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. and study more. So this is my day all day. So it's big difficult. If I don't go to the gym early, I don't go at night. So it's difficult. Be careful my body or health. So it's so deep for me in this moment.
I
But
understand
it's
you.
well, it's for me. So Sonia, what do you think about this?
In my case, because my job, I need to keep a balance in my life because my work is very hard. I work hearing travels all the day, and I need to take time for me. I like to schedule my week and respect it if I can. First, I work and I have time to work, and then I go to the gym. I prefer going to an hour who never go, who anybody goes. I prefer to be alone and choose my own music to train, and I need to take my time without talking with other people. It's necessary for me, not talking for 30 or 40 minutes after the work. And it's very good for me. And on the other hand, I collection orchids. I had a lot of orchids in my house, in my garden, and I take care of them, and it is a good therapy for me too. I try to eat healthy, to don't eat very processed food. I try to eat to dinner protein with vegetables, and no eating carbohydrates. I don't know how to say carbohydrates in English. At night, especially at night, and something very important for me, try to sleep well, because it's important, very, very important. I have chronic insomnia, and I have to use medicine for sleep. So I have my routine, and I try to respect it. That's all.
Choose the other people for answer the question, please.
Elton, what about you?
To maintain a balance between my physical health and mental health and in my professional life, I try to keep a constancy, take a break during the day, maybe to walk, to take a bit of sun. I live by myself, so maybe no. So sometimes I talk to my dog, and I try to have some interactions. But I think that workout help me as well, and have a good meal, eat healthy food, not junk food. How you say, I spend all day long or working or study, because in this area we need to have the lifelong learning mindset, because the things in IT areas are always in environment, in, I don't know the word, the right word. So that's my way to get a balance. Ricardo, are you answered?
Wait? Oh, sorry.
Você já respondeu ou não?
No. I can't answer. So I try to prioritize the balance. With the gym, I work out almost every day. I feel sometimes maybe I'm not feeling like I'm not in the mood to work out. Sometimes I just eat something. I have a problem with sugar, with candy. I like that. I like candy. I feel anxious or have a problem with this and that, and you. I don't know what to do. So I eat something that is sweet. That helps my mental health, but it don't help my physical health. Is a problem. It's would say in Brazil, faca de dois gumes. So workout for me is like the main path. For my mental health, I like to read a lot. I recently my sister just bought a forgot the name. She's that device that you can read books, digital books, ebooks.
Kindle.
Yeah, a Kindle. Yeah, thanks. And she just gave it to me because she was not reading. And for me, read is a big thing. Also, I love sci-fi. I love fiction, fantasy, and Kindle is something is wonderful because you can take a few books in PDF for free. It's 100 for the book. I will not pay 100. I can take just a PDF, read. Maybe I'm gonna buy in the future because of the writer. Because I think that's really good. But for me, mental health is read something, because when I read, I can escape my problems right now, just like sleep. I'm not having problems. I'm at work, so it's good for my mental health. It's a way of escape, to break this cycle that I'm having. And workouts is for physical health is really good. Hormones, adrenaline, etc. And to feel more alive, I would say. And you, Leticia just answer as right. Sonia, there's someone
All of the
else.
people.
Oh,
Yeah, all people. Just me, don't answer. But I will don't answer for make the conversation more
Okay.
flow, okay, people? For Leticia, in what ways do you incorporate technology into your daily routine to support your physical and mental health?
Okay. I like listen to music, and when I started to work at my home, I listen to music all day. I listened before that when I was work at the office, but now I didn't know to use the headphone, because I have a bus and sometimes stay a long time with these headphones. My buzz is so loud. But I like listening to music, and I think it contributes a lot of my physical, mental, and my, how can I explain? I forgot the name. The creativity, okay, and I think the other ways, it's sometimes I like to watching movies, like a sci-fi movies, and I think it's contribute a lot with my mental health. And the physical, I prefer work on the street and go to to the studio to do my Pilates. And because do exercise in my home, okay, I need to do sometimes because today it's rainy, for example, but I dislike this. I prefer on the outside. Sonia.
I agree with you because I use technology to create my playlist, my own playlist, with the music that motivate me to work out, to do my exercises. And during the pandemic, I could practice yoga for internet because the quarantine, we couldn't go to the institute. I don't know. And I practice yoga for Zoom. Really, during the pandemic, I started to use it more technology to find support, physical and mental. For example, I did therapy with a psychotherapist from Argentina through for WhatsApp, for video WhatsApp, because it's it for us in Paraguay, and I think for you too, Argentina is very cheap nowadays, and the psychotherapy was very cheap for me. And I paid therapist, and I do my psychotherapy through internet. It was good for me, and I work too. I attending patients for Zoom or video calls, and but this is work. It's not for my free time. But I use technology to I don't know, unirse, to enter to groups about people who collection orchids, for example. And I learn a lot because everyone so tell us about how we can take care of our flowers, because orchids is very difficult. It's not easy. It makes a lot of work. And I guess that's all. I think that's all.
First, you are a genius because you choose a therapist in other country for more cheaper. You a genius. But choose other people for answer the question, please.
Okay. Helton, what about you?
I don't know. I think that my principal technology that's helping me in my routine day is my Apple Watch, because they help me to they have a sensor that sends me some tips, advices to stand up. I can see how much steps I give in a day. I gave in a day. I can see all my activities there, and I can I can, I don't know, I can, eu posso ter uma métrica melhor vendo ali
Metrifying. Yeah.
yeah, and I can control my habits, and I can improve my day através disso. So that's it. How about you, Esdras?
I think is my principal technology is listening music. I choose a playlist and I play, and it is good for me. Maybe I like to play a video game with my friends. I try learning about the new games. Type Roblox. Some games my kids try ensinar.
Teach me.
Como?
Teacher.
Teach for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Choose other people.
Sanderson.
Well, I'm trying to speak because my internet is so bad today. I'm sorry, I apologize. Well, in my day, I use a schedule, like agenda on Meet. So I use a schedule to control all my activity in a long time. And I prefer to a website and plugin to remember you when you need to focus, when you need to step, to break, or to do anything. You put the settings and just wait their tool to remember you. So in this moment, I use only these tools: calendar or schedule and clockwise. It's a good tool. I think Ricardo don't answer yet. All right.
Yes.
So
Thanks.
go ahead.
Yes. I incorporate also as just like Welton. I have a watch. It's not an Apple Watch. I think the mark is Must-Fit. He helped me with the workout part, the physical part. I can count my steps, my how much my heart is bumping, and a few notifications that I have put it in Google Calendar that helps to maintain my routine. So 2 p.m. start that, 1 a.m. start that. And the mental health would be the Kindle. For me, it's so easy. It's so easy that I don't think that often, but I take a Kindle from my backpack and start reading 12 books if I wanted. And the book was 320 pages, so big the book that I could not carry it in my backpack. But with the Kindle, I can just take it, start reading, get relaxed, stop thinking about the project, that problem, that bug. So for me, it would be the Kindle with the mental health, and my digital watch to the physical health.
Ricardo says about your two friends, smartwatch and
Oh, yeah.
Kindle. So good,
Yeah.
so good. You have two good friends.
Good friends, yes.
Well, people, I will talk about me so so faster. I make my therapy on internet too. So I think this is a good way to put the therapy in my routine, because when I need go to a build to make my therapy, I don't make. I don't go and I don't make. So about the intro internet, I make my therapy weekly, and I use some many apps about my mental health. I use this Inside Timer, how I says in the chat, for meditation, and I really put my schedule in app, and I try to go, but in general I can't make this, but I really try. Well, people, the next question I will start to Ricardo, because Ricardo always stay on the ending. So I will
Last
start
one in the
for
row, yeah.
yeah, I will start for you.
Okay,
How
thanks.
do you manage stress and avoid burnout while pursuing your goals and ambitions?
Yeah, that's really difficult for me. These times right now, these moments, this year would be it's sleep. When I was in high school, I would say middle school, I would sleep 2 a.m. and wake up 6 a.m. start to study 7 a.m. and exit the school. I did it IFBA, so I would exit 4 a.m., 5 p.m., 4 p.m. So so easy for me that time, but those days, I don't know if the complexity of the things that we do, the ideas we have to really do a brainstorm to construct something and to start to produce in codes. So for me to take a good sleep, uh, sometimes I take some meds, Valera Media, to help me start to sleep better. Or if I cannot stop thinking about, if I cannot stop thinking, I sometimes I don't sleep. I would pass the entire night and continue the other day. So I really try to stop thinking about things, about the work, about the environment, the ideas. So for me, is to have a clear mind. What is really difficult those days. I have Jesus Christ. I have a Samsung here, which means that a device that my boss can talk to me, my colleagues. So to stay out of the work is harder than to be in your house, to be inside of your house. But I try. We have to always try. And you, Sonia.
Um, I learned to manage. I don't know. My pronunciation is terrible. Manage stress because I had burnout 2 times, many years ago. Because my work is very, very hard, and I work a lot. I used to work a lot, attending 10 or 12 patients in one day. Is a lot of patients. And nowadays I work just a few hours. Now I can, because I have my own boss, and I work in my home. So I schedule my patients, and I can work less. So it's important to me take time for me to de-stress me. And I try to spend time with with my nephew, with my little nephew, because I forget all the conflicts and troubles, and I try to don't learn a lot about my profession. I have some hours to read about work, and I have hours to enjoy, to read social media for fun, or listening music, or spend time here in Talk and Talk. It helps me a lot too, because I need to be concentrated in the language, in my listening, and I forgot my work. And I have a rule with my colleagues. Without a work, we don't talk about work. Never, never. When have a meeting, to dinner, or drink something, we never talk about work.
Perfectly. Choose the other people to answer, please.
Please, Leticia, can you continue?
Okay. Oh my God. Now I avoid the burnout because I'm not working, okay? I have a burnout and I stopped my work. It's the first thing. But I spend more a lot of time to understand I was in a burnout, in a process of burnout. Manage the stress before when I was working, it's so hard for me. I remember I use a lot my Pilates session to exercise. I don't know how to explain. Exorcizar my stress, okay? And I under in this process when I was working and studying the same time, I learned about by myself and how what the time it's better for me to work, to learn, to do anything or to do nothing, okay? And I create and I try to follow the schedule, what the time it's good for me to do some anything in my life. For example, exercise in the end of the day and the learning in the morning. But I know the management of the time and the stress and with to work and the other things, it's so hard to management this. But I try a lot, and one day I decided to break my career because I needed to understand more about this. And now I think it's a better time because I understand more about by myself and about I need to do or I need to want to do for a look in the new job to maintain the work balance in my life. Address, it's your time. Esdras, oh, excuse me.
Esdras. I think I don't have burnout because I'm considered a new in IT area. In my first job, I remember, and when I sleep, I bring with cold. But I don't have burnout, and if I have burnout someday, I don't have como lidar.
Choose the other people. I think Elton or Shanderson.
Can be Elton.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but I think that when I feel a tarde mental health. I try to take a time for me. I try to take procrastination, to relax, to maybe to learn something that doesn't have any relation about IT. I have been learning play the guitar right now to change that context to avoid that kind of over, I don't know, sobrecarga. And that's it. How about you, Shanderson?
Well, this is a good point. When you work with IT, it's so difficult because your job, you have to study a lot of, you have to integrate a lot of, you have to do a lot of. So it's difficult. But I'm trying to, when I work, I'm focused and work. So when I go out in my job, I don't think about it. So like meme, Rick and Morty, don't think about it, Morty, don't think about it. It's a crazy because I think it's a moment for relax. When I'm pass out my job, I need to search new things like certification, what have I do, and I like to reading a lot of, I don't know why, but I really HQ and stuff. Eu leio coisas que não faz o menor sentido, mas me relaxa. Né? Então, it's a good point. So when I stop the work, I don't think the work. It's a good point. And it's work for me. It's work.
Well, people, I have two burnouts. One when I was a lawyer, other when I was a developer. So I learned too much with this. I make therapy since 2020, and I'm thinking about me and the first I want to think I'm so happy to listen so many people conscience about your mental health, because this is a gap some years ago. We don't talk about this some years ago, and I'm so happy to listen this, because when I have two burnouts and this topic don't was a topic about. So I think this is so important. But the first thing for me, don't have other burnout, is I changed my goals. In these days, I don't live to work. I work to live. I work to pay my moments with my family, to give a good moment with my family. Today, I don't want to be a big manager of a big company. No, in these days, I just want pay my bills and live with my family in happy. So I think this is my moment. Well, people, I send my LinkedIn, because we can make networking, and I send a link to put your opinion, suggest other topics for sessions. I will don't continue my sessions, but other hosts can be put get this opinion. So I'm so glad to receive you here, and I will be back. I will be back to TNT. So we can